They say age is just a number, but for many older adults, crossing 80 feels like a rare milestone rather than a natural stage of life. The truth is, while modern medicine, better nutrition, and improved living standards have increased life expectancy, a significant number of people still struggle to live much beyond their late 70s. Why? The answer isn't always what we see on the surface. In fact, doctors and researchers have identified a few deeply hidden health reasons, conditions, and patterns that quietly rob people of years, often without them even realizing it. These factors don't just affect the body, they weaken the mind, the heart, and the will to keep going. The first reason is something most people ignore: the slow but steady decline in muscle mass, known as sarcopenia. From our 40s onward, we start losing muscle naturally, but after 70, this loss accelerates drastically. Weak muscles mean poor balance, reduced mobility, and a much higher risk of falls, one of the leading causes of fatal injuries in older adults. What's scary is that it's not just the fall itself that shortens life, but the loss of independence that follows. Many elderly people who break a hip never fully recover, leading to long hospital stays, depression, and a rapid decline in overall health. Maintaining strength through light resistance training, walking, and protein-rich diets can delay this process, but too many seniors underestimate its importance until it's too late. The second hidden reason is something most people associate only with the mind, but it quietly destroys the body too: chronic, low-grade inflammation. This invisible fire burns inside the body, slowly damaging tissues, blood vessels, and organs over decades. It's often fueled by poor diet, unmanaged stress, lack of sleep, and undiagnosed conditions like periodontal disease or low-level infections. Scientists now call it inflammaging, and it's strongly linked to heart disease, dementia, diabetes, and even cancer. The worst part? Most people have no obvious symptoms in the early stages, so they don't take action until the damage is severe. This is why regular checkups, anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens and berries, omega-3 fats, and daily movement are critical, not just to live longer, but to live better. The third hidden reason lies in something very few people connect with longevity: social disconnection. Human beings are wired to connect, and after retirement, many older adults lose touch with colleagues, friends, and even family members. Loneliness doesn't just hurt emotionally, it's been scientifically proven to be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Isolation increases the risk of depression, weakens the immune system, and even disrupts sleep. It can trigger a downward spiral: less social interaction leads to less movement, poorer diet, and reduced mental stimulation, which in turn shortens life. Interestingly, studies show that seniors who maintain close friendships, volunteer, or engage in community activities have a dramatically higher chance of living past 80 with good health. It's not just about having people around, it's about having purpose, laughter, and emotional connection. The fourth and perhaps most underestimated reason older people struggle to reach 80 is hidden in their daily habits, specifically poor respiratory health. The lungs naturally lose capacity as we age, but lifestyle choices, pollution exposure, and undiagnosed respiratory conditions like sleep apnea or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, can make things much worse. Weak lung function means less oxygen to the brain, muscles, and organs, which speeds up aging from the inside out. Even something as simple as shallow breathing can contribute to fatigue, poor memory, and reduced mobility over time. The problem is, many seniors don't notice lung decline until they're gasping for breath while climbing stairs or walking a short distance, and by then, damage is often irreversible. Simple breathing exercises, regular walking, and early detection of sleep or lung disorders can make a life-saving difference. What makes these four reasons truly dangerous is that they often work together in silence. Weak muscles make movement harder, leading to less exercise, which increases inflammation. Chronic inflammation weakens the immune system and damages the heart, while loneliness amplifies stress hormones and lowers motivation to stay active or eat well. Poor lung function then reduces oxygen flow, making even simple activities exhausting. It's a chain reaction, a vicious cycle that accelerates aging and pushes people toward an earlier end. But here's the hopeful truth: none of these factors are inevitable. The body is remarkably adaptable, even in old age. Seniors who start strength training at 75 can still rebuild muscle. People who change their diets can lower inflammation markers within weeks. Those who reconnect with friends or join community groups often experience a surge in energy and optimism. Even lung function can improve with daily breathing exercises, better posture, and light aerobic activity. The difference between someone who lives to 78 and someone who thrives into their 90s often comes down to awareness and action. The real tragedy is that most people don't hear this message early enough. Too many wait until they're already frail, already dependent, already in and out of hospitals before realizing that small, daily changes could have added good years to their lives. This is why doctors and longevity experts urge people in their 60s and 70s to see aging not as a countdown, but as a stage of life that still offers room for growth, improvement, and vitality. You don't have to accept decline as your destiny. You can fight it with movement, good food, meaningful relationships, and conscious care for your body's hidden systems. In the end, life beyond 80 isn't just about luck or genetics, it's about choices. Every walk you take, every vegetable you eat, every phone call to a friend, every deep breath you practice is an investment in your future self. Yes, these for hidden reasons silently steal years from many older adults, but they can be weakened, delayed, and sometimes even reversed. The key is to act before it's too late, to treat every day as an opportunity to add not just more years to your life, but more life to your years. And maybe when you blow out the candles on your 80th birthday cake, you'll know deep down that it's not the end of your story, it's just another chapter in a long, healthy, and fulfilling life.